These are the Godox Movelink M2. In my opinion, these are the best budget compact wireless microphone system. Now I'm going to tell you all about it in this review, and I'm going to do it in a way that kind of skips talking about the technical features of these microphones and more so talks about the pros and cons and versus the other microphones on the market that have a similar style to them. So first off, we're obviously going to start with the pros of this microphone, and to start off we're going to talk about the one major thing that makes me love this kit, and that's the price. But there is an asterisk on that in terms of availability in Kenya, because you cannot find these anymore in Kenya being sold, at least not in all the stores that I know. I did find these after going through maybe 6 different shops, and I got them for 25,000 Kenya shillings. Now, if you do know how to order from, let's say, Dubai, you can get the Mark II versions of these for around the same price of 25,000 or around 27,000. Depending on how the exchange rate is at the time of this recording. So the price, that leads into every other pro that I'm going to talk about, because when I talk about something that's good about this mic, it's because of how affordable it is. So the next pro is gonna be audio quality. This is the most important thing when actually looking for a good set of wireless microphones, is the audio quality. And in case you haven't realized, I've actually been recording this entire video using one of the transmitters of the Godox Movelink M2. I'm actually using the set, so there's actually nothing inside here right now. So what you're hearing is actually what you get with the Godox Movelink M2. So if you like how this sounds, I'm not going to process any of it in post. I'm not going to do any Adobe podcast or noise removal. This is just straight out the camera. I might only just add some gain just so I'm a bit more audible. To be honest, at this price range, there's no other microphone that has this feature set, as well as the stuff it comes with, which I'm going to talk about in the next pro, that sounds this good. Now the next pro is gonna be what comes in the box, and this leans into, again, because it's such an affordable package, what you get in the box for what you're paying for is absolutely insane. Now I've been holding this case here throughout the start of this video, and this, as you saw earlier, houses all 3 units of this package. And it doesn't just do that, but it charges the transmitters and the receiver at the same time through this case via a USB-C port on the side of the case, which to me is absolutely insane at that price. I don't think there's any other system that does this at the 20, 25K to 30K price range. Now 30K and above, you start to get like the Holyland Lux that do that, but any other mics underneath 30,000 don't come with a case that's also a charger via USB-C that charges all the units together at the same time. So another thing that comes in this box that you don't get in a few of the more expensive options like the Rode Wireless Go 2s is wired lapel mics. Now it doesn't come just with one, it comes with 2 of these bad boys, and these are really high quality microphones. And I'm talking about like the foam padding thing is actually like tightened onto the capsule of the microphone, so it doesn't slip out on somebody's putting it on or taking it off. It doesn't get stuck inside their shirt and pop out. It's actually secured, you can't just pull it off. And the quality of audio coming from this is actually pretty decent. It's not the best for sure, but it's very usable. Now another thing that you don't see in the more popular, more expensive Rode Wireless Go 2 package is this. Now what's this, you might be asking? Well, this is a little handy cable where if you want to use this microphone system on your phone and not just your camera like I'm using right now, you have to get a specific cable that has 4 different segments on the pin itself, and this is called a TRRS cable. Most of these mic systems only come with a 3-segment pin cable like this one, and this is a TRS cable. So like the Rode Wireless Go 2s, they come with a TRS to TRS cable, and you can't use that on a mobile phone device or anything else that's like a small compact device that has a headphone microphone like splitter jack. Like if you have those laptops that have like one port and it's like a headphone microphone split jack, then you can't use something like the Rode Wireless Go 2s on that, but you can use these with that because it has a specific jack that is able to use those kinds of ports. Now for the last really dope accessory that you get in the package is magnets. Now I don't know if you can see these from there, but basically what I've been wearing on my chest this entire time, where the transmitter is right now sitting inside my shirt and it's being held by this here magnet. Now, an asterisk is these magnets are not necessarily very strong, but it's useful if you're doing something like YouTube videos like this, where you don't really want to clip it somewhere, because when you clip it, the weight of the transmitter is like flopping about, and you don't also want to see the transmitter. You can just have these magnets, just plop them on, and you're ready to go. So that's it for the accessories. But like I said, to get all of this stuff in such an affordable package is just, you don't see it on any other brands. Just plain and simple, no other brand is doing that, and at the same time offering this level of audio quality. Now, of course, I have to kind of be impartial and talk about the cons of these mics, because they do have some drawbacks that I'll talk about right now that you actually get solutions for once you start going more expensive into the DJI mics and the Rode Wireless Go 2s. Now, the first con will have to be range. These do not have the range of the DJI mics or the Rode Wireless Go 2s. They are not meant for that kind of work where you want to walk, I don't know, 5 kilometers, 6 kilometers away from your camera and then start walking towards it. They're meant for something more intimate like this, like interviews, talking heads like this. So if this is the kind of stuff that you do, then this is perfect for them. But if you want to do more professional documentary style stuff, then these will start to bring you problems, because the range does cut off quite soon. I'm not too sure about the exact number, but I'll put it somewhere over here. The next con, which again the more expensive mics do deal with, has to be how these mics deal with radio interference or radio signal interference in general. Because when we're working with wireless transmission microphones, they're kind of battling with anything that's transmitting a sort of signal or radio wave. So to kind of explain this con, I'll give you kind of a bit of a story and a background. Is I was covering an event inside a hotel's conference hall, and this conference hall had about maybe 70 people in attendance, and they had a microphone system that was completely wireless, and they had lights that were being wirelessly controlled from a board, and they had Wi-Fi signals, several Wi-Fi signals. So how I was gonna mic the speakers was, the event had this mixer board that was controlling all the wireless mics and wired mics and whatever sound was going through the speakers. Ideally, I just had an XLR to 3.5mm jack, and I'd plug that into their mixer and have that transmit to the transmitter sitting on top of the camera, which was about maybe 30 meters away from the camera. Now, it was going great, but after a few minutes, it started having cutoffs.
We are grateful and thankful to our sponsors, Genesis, Infobip, Zoho, and Gupshup. And
after that, the rest of the time it was just cutting off, because it couldn't handle the amount of radio interference that was going on around that room, which was quite excessive. So my only other solution was then to take the other transmitter and stick it on the mesh of the speaker where the audio was coming out, for the speaker's audio was coming out. I literally just stuck the thing, because again, it has magnets on the back of it, so you just stuck it. I just left it there in front of the speaker, and I just let it capture audio from that speaker, manage the volume on the camera just so it's not too loud or clipping, and that's how I got audio. Now, if you're using one of the more expensive microphones, they do have better protection from radio interference or signal interference. They actually do a much better job at negating that. Now, for the last con is that this mic system does not have internal recording. Now, if I had onboard recording on the transmitter, all I would have done is handed it to the speaker whenever he's going on stage, and I would have had perfect audio recorded onto the transmitter that I could then pull out in software. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for this review of the Godox Movelink M2. If, say, you're in Nairobi and you're interested in getting this kind of system, I do recommend perhaps getting it from Dubai. How I order stuff from Dubai is I go to amazon.ae, and I have a courier that I use called Rolling Cargo. They give you a Dubai address that you just put into the Arab Emirate version of Amazon, and you just order stuff to their address, and then they ship it to Nairobi, and they can have it delivered to you from there. They have the Mark 2s on right now. They don't have these Mark 1s anymore. They sound pretty much the same, if not better, and they come with the same amount of accessories. So yeah, if that's something that you're interested in, then give it a try. But that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Be sure to like it if you did like it, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please do. It helps a lot in pumping out more content, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye. Let me stop and start for intro.